Jesus. Woo!
Prepare to witness some truly astonishing driving moments that will leave you speechless. From bold moves that didn't go as planned to sudden, shocking collisions, these clips reveal the unpredictable nature of the road. Strap in as we delve into these incredible incidents that serve as a powerful reminder to always drive safely. Let's begin. Road rage gets the best of this Camry driver who swerves into a Hyundai. Watch what happens. Holy smokes, I've never seen a car burst into flames that fast. Yikes, that's a rough way to break in a brand new truck. It appears that the truck driver might have experienced a throttle issue following the impact. Fortunately, everyone is okay. The sheer force with which the speeding car came to a halt is astounding. Just look at that impact. Well, that is one resilient Porsche. They just don't build them like they used to. Thankfully, the driver was not seriously injured. The rear ender came slamming through the recorder's car. Oh man!
See here, the truck suddenly stops. There you go. And then I come to a stop. I have like distance.
Looking at this, it's hard to immediately determine who's at fault. Both trucks seem to have contributed to the chaos. Who do you think is at fault here? Whoa, trying to squeeze through such a tight space? What was the driver thinking? Let's crash rewind this. Oh my, why did the driver attempt such a risky maneuver? There was no way he could actually fit into that tiny space. Watch as this passenger crosses the street and narrowly escapes a speeding truck. There's so much happening in this clip. What an absolute mess. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. The way the Camry swerves and the resulting crash is a dramatic example of how stupidity behind the wheel can lead to dangerous outcomes. The sheer incompetence shown in this road rage incident makes you think twice about driving, knowing that people like this are out there. What was the truck driver thinking, driving on the wrong side of the road? I really want to know what he was trying to prove, aside from ruining people's days. This could have been avoided, but hey, sometimes it takes stupid behavior to make a point. Thankfully, everyone was okay. The driver's decision to disregard the train led to a serious crash. Following traffic signals and obeying road signs is crucial for safety. The fact that the driver walked away unscathed should serve as a wake-up call to follow the rules from now on. That rollover is quite a sight. The force of the accident is clear, and it's amazing how the car ended up in that position. It's amazing how the driver made it out unscathed. Next, we have another railway track crash. Stopping on train tracks is the last place you'd want your vehicle to end up. This incident serves as a warning to always keep moving when crossing tracks and to stay alert to avoid potentially catastrophic accidents. The driver loses control and veers off the road, likely due to intoxication. It's a stark reminder of the dangers of driving under the influence. Well, no one was seriously hurt though, but it's a wake-up call for all of us to stay sober behind the wheel. Looks like someone had a misunderstanding about what yield means. Instead of yielding, they turned this intersection into a demolition derby. If only the recorder had been a bit quicker crossing at the intersection, they might have avoided this mess. As for who's at fault, it looks like both parties might share some responsibility here. Who do you think was at fault here? Comment below. Well, that's certainly not the way you enter the exit lane. What a reckless move! A wise move would have been to check the lanes before making such a drastic change. Luckily, this driver made it out safe with no injuries. The driver making that illegal U-turn caused such a mess. And look at the victim just taking off. Guess they knew it wasn't their fault. Always remember, even if you're the victim in a crash, fleeing the scene can turn the case against you. It's crucial to stay at the scene to ensure everything is documented correctly and to avoid any potential complications. That looks straight out of a spy movie. It's as if an invisible sniper took out the car's tire, causing it to lose control in a dramatic and unexpected way. It's a relief that the driver wasn't injured despite the dramatic tire blowout. This incident serves as a reminder of how crucial it is to regularly check and maintain your vehicle's tires to prevent such dangerous situations. Next up, watch as these folks deliberately drive their car off a cliff. If this is their strategy for getting a new car, it's definitely a dramatic and questionable approach. Engaging in reckless actions like this not only endangers your own life, but also puts others at serious risk. It's crucial to consider the consequences of such dangerous behavior. Talk about not caring for other drivers while making a turn. That's got to be frustrating for the driver record. Poor guy. This incident highlights the dangers of not considering other drivers when making a turn. Such careless behavior can lead to serious accidents and put everyone on the road at risk. This footage shows a car barreling through the parking lot, smashing into the fence and sending parked vehicles into chaos. Incidents like this remind us how crucial it is to drive with caution and awareness, especially in areas with high pedestrian and vehicle traffic. This guy decided to throw his seized car off a cliff. If only it were as easy to fix car troubles as it is to make a car disappear. Let's hope he finds a less destructive way to handle his next vehicle issue. Next up is not necessarily a car crash clip, but it makes you wonder how someone ends up parking their car like this. It's a puzzling sight and really makes you question the driver's parking skills. What do you guys think? Comment below. This footage comes from Turkey after the driver hits the sidewalk and the car flips on its side. Speeding on slippery roads is never a good idea. That's one way to make an entrance. Talk about bringing the outside in. Let's crash rewind this one. While this may seem like a scene straight out of a comedy, it highlights the importance of driving safely, and that this wild ride serves as a reminder to keep our wheels and our homes where they belong. Watch as a staggering display of drag racing turns into a dramatic crash. Guys, if you're tempted to drag race or push your vehicle to the limits, think twice. What starts as a thrill can quickly become a serious accident. Let's keep the roads safe and save the racing for the track. To actually think that the driver survived this crash is truly insane. They're going to have quite the story to share with friends. It's a powerful reminder of how unpredictable and intense driving can be. Drive safely. What on earth was the driver thinking with that U-turn?
Ters yoldan çıkan adama bakın. Sen ne yapıyorsun? Amacın ne yani?
What a chaotic scene they just unfolded. It's like they threw caution to the wind and decided to make their own rules. Thankfully, no severe injuries were reported. How did both drivers fail to notice the other coming straight at them? It's almost as if they were preparing for a medieval joust rather than a collision. Distractions can have severe consequences, so always keep your focus on the road to avoid dangerous situations like this one. Watch as a driver falls asleep, rolls over 360 degrees, and miraculously walks away unharmed. It's as if all the gods of luck were on his side. As captivating as this scene is, it's important to remember that not every day will the gods of luck be on your side. Drive safely and ensure you're well rested to avoid putting yourself and others at risk. The way that car launched and crashed into the other at the intersection is just terrifying. You can't help but be stunned by the sheer force of it. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured in this accident. With no regard for anyone on the road, the driver completely lost control and crashed into the Uber Eats rider's bike just as he was getting off. It's harrowing footage. Let's crash rewind this. That was so close. Poor delivery guy. It's unfortunate to think that the Uber Eats driver might have had this be his last delivery due to such a reckless incident. Let's hope this serves as a reminder to drive with caution and respect for everyone on the road. That motorhome just turned lane changing into an extreme sport. Looks like someone's auditioning for the Fast and the Furious RV edition. Remember folks, driving a big rig doesn't mean you can skip the basics. Hopefully the motorhome driver managed to fix their ride and didn't end up homeless after this wild maneuver. This crash looks like it's straight out of an action movie. But unfortunately, the stunt was real life, and it failed spectacularly. These kinds of stunts can lead to severe consequences. Always prioritize safety over thrills on the road. Next up, we have a rear-end collision from California. A mix of phone distraction, a minimal following distance, and some rain led to this severe impact. Even small distractions and poor weather conditions can lead to serious consequences. Always keep your eyes on the road and drive cautiously, no matter the conditions. What on earth is happening here? It's hard to make sense of this scene, but one thing's for sure, this is definitely not how you drive a moped while taking in the chaos behind. A McLaren and a Lamborghini in a crash? It's like two supercars decided to compete in a demolition derby. Thankfully, no one was injured in this supercar showdown, but you can bet the real damage will be to the bank accounts. Watch as a driver leaves their tire behind after a traffic light break. Maybe we should consider starting a tire recovery service, track him down and return the tire as a thank you for breaking the traffic light and giving everyone a memorable day.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
This incident is another clear example of why we need to follow traffic rules and avoid being inconsiderate to others. It's incredible how nonchalantly the driver keeps on going, despite all the wreckage. It's like the crash was just a minor bump in their day. Let's crash rewind this. Oh dear, the number of rolls in this crash is unbelievable. Did the driver not even get dizzy? I've got to say, they're built pretty tough to walk away from that. Check out this driver's unconventional way to dodge tolls by crashing right through the barrier. Who knew avoiding fees could be this dramatic? It's a relief that such stupidity didn't result in any harm. This one is a classic T-bone collision where the motorcycle charges right into the turning car. While the car was clearly in the wrong, motorcyclists are constantly advised to stay vigilant at intersections and reduce speed to avoid such situations. Who do you think was more in the wrong here? Comment below. This elderly lady stubbornly argues and refuses to move her car as the train approaches, despite clear signs and warnings. It's like she didn't even care about the imminent danger. Oh God, how reckless. Let's crash rewind this one. Arguing with the railway officials instead of moving her car was a dangerously foolish choice. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. This teen driver loses control and comes dangerously close to hitting a police officer who was conducting a routine traffic stop. The teen driver's reckless behavior in this clip is downright dangerous, nearly causing harm to a police officer who was just doing his job. It's clear that their lack of control and disregard for the situation could have led to a much more serious outcome. Thankfully, no one was injured. Watch as this black SUV sets off a dramatic domino effect of crashes. One moment, everything's going on smooth, and the next, we're witnessing a chain reaction of collisions. This incident serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of responsible driving. One driver's poor judgment can cause a chain reaction that endangers everyone on the road. It's not every day you see a police car crash into a taxi. It's surprising to witness even those who are supposed to enforce road safety making such a mistake. This incident underscores that no one is immune to making errors behind the wheel, not even those in law enforcement. Thankfully, everyone is safe. This driver was trying to go around the car in front of him that was stopping at the yellow then red light and ended up ramming in the truck carrying that pole. Well, it's safe to say that driving like this is a red flag. Well, Ferrari really put on a show, shell-shocking everyone in the lane before it went out in a blaze of glory. Let's crash rewind. Oh dear, that crash looks severe. It's hard to imagine that Ferrari being driven anywhere anytime soon. Watch as a car recklessly speeds through a residential area, ignoring all sense of caution and safety. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured, but the reckless driver must be held accountable for endangering lives. What's going on with that Fiesta driver? It looks like their car is having a light seizure. While it might look amusing at first, it underscores the importance of maintaining our vehicles and driving safely. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. Watch as this woman tries to park and ends up hitting 6 parked vehicles instead and ends up fleeing the scene. That's a record no one wants to break. While this incident might seem amusing, it's a serious reminder of the importance of spatial awareness and careful driving. This could have easily caused injuries and significant damage. This driver fell asleep at the wheel and met a truck head-on, a terrifying moment that could have ended much worse. Falling asleep while driving is incredibly dangerous and can lead to devastating consequences. This incident serves as a crucial reminder to always ensure you're well rested before getting behind the wheel. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured this time. This is what happens when you turn on the right blinker on your car, but then turn left. At least the driver apologized for it. This car wrecks 3 parked vehicles in the driveway. Oh my, that could have easily been avoided. Why did this driver not even look in the direction he's going to drive?
What a fucking idiot.
He even got angry at the car he hit. It must have been a bad day for him. Watch as a vehicle hits a bus with high speed. Good thing the ambulance was on the spot and that no lives were lost in this accident. The black car seemed to be in a rush as it tried to overtake the one in front and flipped over. Whoa, luckily the driver is safe. This driver had no idea a Jeep would come from the left after ignoring the red light. Whoa, looks like that car flipped to its side. This driver's reckless decision to swerve and avoid missing their exit resulted in a chain of chaotic crashes. Trying to make a last-minute exit can lead to severe accidents, endangering everyone on the road. It's always better to miss an exit and take the next one than to risk lives with sudden erratic maneuvers. Looks like someone's trying to complete a car wash speed run. That's definitely not how you're supposed to use those machines. Remember, rushing through it might leave you with more than just soap suds in unexpected places. Stay safe and take your time. How did he dodge that? Somebody get this man a lottery ticket. Let's crash rewind this. Unbelievable! While it's incredible that he escaped this situation unscathed, it's a reminder that luck isn't a strategy. Always be aware of your surroundings. Watch as this mechanic had a bit of a mishap with the pedals, leading to an unintended crash into another car and barely missing his coworker. It's incredible how narrowly this coworker escaped a serious collision, just inches away from disaster. Thankfully, everyone emerged unscathed. This white van runs a red light and crashes into another car. Adding another chapter to the book of drivers who treat traffic lights as mere suggestions. Driving along and swerving to avoid a dog, you're suddenly hit from behind by a motorcycle, leaving a person on your windshield. What a shocking turn of events. What was the motorcyclist thinking, not noticing the car in front slowing down? It's lucky that no one was seriously injured in this unexpected turn of events. This truck wreaked havoc in the neighborhood, crashing through streetlights and bus stands due to brake failure. Thankfully, no one was injured, and the damage was limited to material things. It's a stark reminder of the importance of maintaining vehicle safety to prevent such dangerous situations. Watch as this train catches a car crossing its tracks and drags it along. I wonder about the sheer ignorance of people who think they can outmaneuver a train at a crossing. That pedestrian must have had all the luck on their side. This could have turned very ugly if they hadn't kept moving. It's a stroke of luck that the pedestrian made it through unscathed. This close call highlights how crucial it is to stay alert and cautious around moving vehicles. This has to be one of the most amusing car crashes I've seen. The drivers almost had it under control. Well, not so much. Thankfully, he's okay. Pretty sure he'll be back to drive his tuk-tuk. Watch as these police cars trying to navigate through a protest end up colliding with each other. You can bet the protesters found this quite the spectacle. While this incident may have added an unexpected twist to the protest, it underscores the importance of maintaining control and coordination, especially in tense environments. Thankfully, no serious injuries were reported. This tank just crushed right through this dummy vehicle. Oh my, look at these deadly machines! It's a good thing we don't have tanks cruising down our roads like regular cars. Just imagine the road rage if one did. This driver sped past, sideswiped the recorder's car, and then made a hasty getaway. What a reckless move! Given the impact and damage, it might not look like much, but things could have turned out much worse. This BMW driver got his throttle stuck and almost ran over pedestrians. A stuck throttle could have led to a tragic outcome, highlighting the importance of prompt vehicle maintenance. Thankfully, no one was injured. Watch as this impatient white pickup truck crashes into the recorder's car. And to make matters worse, drives away from the scene. Not only did he cause damage, but he also added insult to injury by fleeing. This red car just drives off this cliff and into the waterfall. Oh dear! It's nothing short of a miracle that both the driver and passengers emerged without serious injuries. This VW Golf driver lost control and crashed into a tree after speeding recklessly. Let's crash rewind this. Thankfully, the driver's okay. While he might not excel at driving, he sure managed to park the car perfectly after the crash. Maybe he should consider a job as a valet. The truck driver has to be the luckiest person after that incident. I'd say it's time to buy a lottery ticket. Chances are, luck is on their side. It's incredible how the truck driver walked away from this one. While the cargo disappeared, the driver being unharmed is a reminder of how crucial it is to stay vigilant at railway crossings. If only there were lines on the road to guide where we drive. Oh yeah, wait, there are! It's just that the driver decided to take them as suggestions. Staying in your lane is essential for ensuring the safety of everyone on the road. It's fortunate that no one was seriously injured in this incident. In this video, a drunk driver crashes into a family restaurant, causing significant damage. It's safe to say the family will be dealing with repairs and closures tomorrow, while the drunk driver will be facing legal consequences. This spoiled driver just crashed his dad's car into a crowd, causing a dangerous situation. Fortunately, no one was injured. If you enjoyed these clips, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Which moment caught your eye? Drop a comment below to let us know. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And thanks for sticking with us till the end. Remember to drive safely, and we'll see you in the next video.